Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's Artie with CoinCasso, and in this video, we go over the top cryptocurrency news articles written in the last 24 hours so that you guys can stay up to date and informed on everything going around in the cryptocurrency space. So if you guys have been following cryptocurrency prices, we saw a massive spike up within the last 24 hours. All markets saw massive volume at one particular time. Let's jump into the news and find out why. This first article is titled, Bullish Traders Push Bitcoin Over 9,100, Returning to Halving Levels. The price of Bitcoin shot above 9,100 Wednesday in high volume buying at around 10 o'clock UTC, thanks to traders feeling optimistic about the cryptocurrency markets. As of 8 o'clock UTC, Bitcoin was trading at $9,162, gaining 3.5% over the previous 24 hours. Trading seems to support a higher upwards climb as Bitcoin's price is now above its 10 and 50-day moving averages, a signal of bullish sentiment. The question for the market is whether Bitcoin's price can continue to rise after Tuesday's struggle to stay at 9,000. Traders like to talk about the $10,000 level as some kind of barrier to blow through that will result in new highs, but Bitcoin hasn't been able to push past that number since hitting it for a short time on May 7th. The Bitcoin options market also has an event coming up this week. Singapore-based trading firm QCP Capital wrote in a recent market report, keep an eye out for this Friday as over 40,000 Bitcoins worth of options will be expiring. As quantitative traders seek to capture value in crypto volatility, QCP predicts more rocky price movement ahead. In fact, Bitcoin's at the money implied volatility, a measure of price movements, has dipped recently. Looking at the cryptocurrency market as a whole is very, very difficult because you need to look at trends. You need to look at consumer behavior and how confident people are in the market, as well as the futures markets. Because if you see Bitcoin going up to that $10,000 mark, but if you look at the futures market and there's a ton of sell orders at 10,000, you know once it hits that point, it's just going to drop back down. So with these futures contracts expiring over 40,000 Bitcoins, that's going to affect the price, and no one knows if it's going to be negative or positive. Once those futures contracts expire, new ones are going to be formed, and that's what people are going to be predicting where the price of Bitcoin's going. They're either going to short it or they're going to go long. Let's just wait and see what happens tomorrow. And on to our next article of the day, which is titled, Bitcoin transaction fees decline as network congestion eases. After facing a heavy load of transactions earlier this month, Bitcoin's BTC network has returned to a more normal level. The amount of fees paid to miners was 80 Bitcoins as of Tuesday, down from its 11-month high of 201 Bitcoins on May 21st. The percentage of miner revenue from the fees also pulled back to 9.4% from the 28-month high of 21% registered on May 20th. The fallback in transaction fees are related to the normalized transaction activity and recent mining difficulty adjustment, which occurs around every 2 weeks. Users pay fees for miners to process transactions on the blockchain. Miners also receive a fixed amount of Bitcoins per block mined. That number gets cut in half every 4 years. Most recently, it happened on May 11th this year. Transaction fees are determined by the state of the network, how congested it is, and the size of the transactions. Bitcoin's block size is 1 megabyte. It can't go any higher, which means miners can process only 1 megabyte worth of transactions per block mined, roughly every 10 minutes. If the number of transactions exceeds 1 megabyte, the network gets congested and miners prioritize transactions with higher fees. Network congestion, as represented by Bitcoin's memory pool or its collection of unconfirmed transactions on the blockchain, has been on a declining trend since topping out at the 28-month high of 268,000 on May 18th, with a total block size of 78.5 megabytes. As a result, transaction fees have come off highs seen on May 21st. The memory pool exploded at the end of May and remained congested for a few days after the halving as the programmed supply cut revved up investor interest, leading to an increase in the number of transactions. This forced users to increase their mining fee so they can jump ahead in line to have their transactions confirmed quicker. Now, this is going to happen from time to time because a lot of new people are getting into Bitcoin, causing more transactions, more volume to happen, and because Bitcoin is actually limited to 1 megabyte blocks, a lot of these transactions take a much longer time to actually process, which is is why Bitcoin Cash was created, the fork from the Bitcoin network, allowing for much larger blocks and much more transactions to be processed within each block. Plus, a lot of miners went out of business after the halving because they were no longer profitable, so there's less miners on the network and more transactions happening. Very interesting time for Bitcoin mining. If you don't know what mining is, definitely check out the video that we did explaining Bitcoin mining. And also, if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and definitely hit the notification bell to get notified every time we upload a new video. And on to our last article of the day, which is titled "Slipping Chinese Yuan May Boost Bitcoin's Price. Bitcoin traders should keep an eye on the ongoing slide in the yuan." That's because historically, the cryptocurrency looks to have put in a positive performance during bouts of weakness in the Chinese currency. The yuan fell to 7.16 per US dollar earlier on Tuesday to hit the lowest level since September, and taking its cumulative month-to-date and year-to-date losses to 1.4% and 2.85% respectively. The decline to 8-month lows could be associated with the concerns about the US response to China's proposed security law for Hong Kong and the resulting haven demand for the greenback. US Senator Marco Rubio put out a tweet late Tuesday stating the US would impose sanctions on China if the nation pressed forward with implementing the controversial Hong Kong bill. If China's yuan continues to weaken against the US dollar, then we could have a 2015-2016 repeat where Bitcoin's strength coincided with the yuan weakness. In August 2015, the People's Bank of China surprised markets by devaluing by 3.5%. The Chinese currency ended 2015 with over 5.5% loss against the dollar, while Bitcoin gained 34%. Another wave of yuan devaluation rocked financial markets in early 2016, and the currency ended the year with a 7% loss. Again, Bitcoin rallied nearly 125%. Now, fiat currency stability in all countries is very important for the people that live in that country. But for me personally, I don't use the Chinese yuan, so if it does get devalued and the price of my Bitcoin shoots to the moon, I will be very, very excited. And if you guys are looking to get into cryptocurrency, make sure to check out the CoinCasso Cryptocurrency Exchange to trade your cryptocurrencies. Don't forget to join us tomorrow when we go over the top cryptocurrency prices, as well as the news like we do every single day, Monday through Friday. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.